This exotic soup noodle is so delicious. It's like an explosion of flavor in your mouth. It's coconutty and creamy, and it's so easy to make at home that you'll never order this out again. Hey everyone, I'm Flo. Dude is behind the camera, and we're all about simple food, simple faith. Dude's family is from Malaysia, and laksa was one of those Sunday meals that his grandmother used to make from scratch. And the work that goes into making a laksa is the paste, and she would get all of her ingredients and she would grind it all down with a mortar and pestle. But thankfully, nowadays there are so many curry pastes out there that are already pre-made and pre-packaged. Even my mother-in-law stopped making the paste a long time ago. And even when Dude and I were first married, I was making laksa from scratch as well, but using a food processor. And if my mother-in-law is buying paste now, forget it. I'm not gonna make it from scratch either. I'm just gonna rely on the paste. This is the paste I use, and I've been using it for years. So let's get started. This makes servings of 6 to 8. And you may not want to use the whole package if you don't want it to be too spicy, but it is a spicy soup, so I'm using the whole pack.
You're going for it.
I'm going for it.
Oh, look at that deep red coloring.
I know. We're gonna like scoop out the oils from the spicy oils from the paste. Or from the soup. Oh, it smells so good.
Oh yeah. Don't breathe too deeply in because you're gonna start
coughing. We're using 1600 milliliters of chicken broth. You can use vegetable broth if you'd like, or you can just use water. There's a lot of flavor in this paste already, so you don't have to use a broth, but I like to add more flavor. $1,600 mils is about 6.5 cups of liquid. I'm just going to make sure that the paste is stirred into the broth. I turned on the stove to high heat because we want this to come to a boil. And I'm also adding a stalk of lemongrass. So I'm just going to trim the bottom and the top. And then I'm just gonna bruise this.
It's a bit violent there.
This is a pretty big one, so I wanted to smash it down quite a bit. If you're using 2 smaller ones, it won't be as hard to pound. You just wanna make sure that the paste is dissolved in there. And we're gonna add 1 full can of coconut milk. Okay, we just want to make sure that the coconut milk is also dissolved in there. Like, this is just coconut cream up top, but it's okay. Eventually it'll all melt. Okay, and the lemongrass just adds a little bit more flavor, which I like, but you don't have to add lemongrass if you don't want to. My previous recipe was done in the Instant Pot, and the reason is because I want the lemongrass to be infused into the soup quickly. But since I'm doing it on the stovetop today, we're going to bring it to a boil. We're going to lower the heat down to a simmer, and we're going to simmer it for 20 minutes. So while the soup is simmering, I have 20 minutes to get the remaining ingredients ready. This noodle dish is all about assembling it at the end and pouring the soup over top. I'm using half of an English cucumber, and we're going to cut this into matchsticks. So julienne. Okay, and we're just going to set this aside. Have about half a bunch of cilantro, and if you don't like cilantro, you don't have to use it. We like cilantro in our laksa. You just want to chop it up roughly.
But you really need to use cilantro.
Now, I don't think your mom uses cilantro.
I need to have a talk with her.
I'm using 150 grams of tofu puffs. That's approximately 5 ounces. And it's just 1 pack. And this is the size it usually comes in. They're also called tofu pockets, I think. And we're just going to cut these in half. They're essentially deep fried tofu. And we're going to put this in the soup. And all the soup is going to like get into all the nooks and crannies of this tofu puff.
Literally an explosion of flavor in your mouth.
Yes.
Just be careful. You've been warned.
Here are some beautiful bean sprouts that I picked up. There's about half a pound, and that's about 225 grams. And I'm just going to blanch it in hot water for 30 seconds to a minute. We're using a rice stick noodle. It's also called rice vermicelli, and it's dried like this. And what you have to do is soak it in water for a few minutes. Every package has different instructions. So this one says to soak the noodles, just for 1 to 2 minutes until soft, and then drain. And then I will blanch it for a minute or so before putting it in a bowl. So that package of noodles was about 250 grams, which is about half a pound. And that will probably feed like 3 people. I've only cooked just enough for this one bowl here, and that was about 1/3 of the package. It doesn't look like much, but it expands. And I cooked the noodles in the same water that I cooked the bean sprouts in first. After your soup has been simmering for about 20 minutes, turn off the heat. And at this point, what I like to do is to skim off as much of this red oil on top. The soup is already spicy, but because my kids are also eating this, and for the sake of our own stomachs, we can't handle that much heat. So I like to skim off the oils on top.
But if you guys want it full blast, by all means, go for it.
Nothing's to stop you.
That's just lava chili oil.
And this creamy stuff on top is the coconut milk. You could give it a stir first before you skim, but I'm just going to skim it all. All right, I think that's enough. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm going to try to scoop some of this coconut milk out of the way so you can see like how much red chili oil is actually in there. Look at how deep it goes.
Oh yeah.
Right? At this point, I also want to remove the lemongrass. I'm going to bring the soup back up to a simmer. And then we're going to cook our shrimp. I'm using tiger prawns today. There is about 3/4 pound. That's approximately, 350, 400 grams. And we're going to cook that in the soup. But I'm going to use my strainer to try to keep them all in one place so I don't lose any. And these don't take long, so like a minute or so. Just trying to make sure that this is all like in the soup. And these are just previously frozen that I defrosted. And we don't want to overcook them, which is why I'm using the strainer here. I don't want to lose them either. Okay, these are done. I'm using a pound of fried fish ball, and you don't have to get them fried like this. You can get them just the plain white ones. And we're just going to put all of this in here as well. I'm not going to bother with the strainer because I think I can find them. The fish balls can cook in there for a while. And these are still frozen. Actually, I'm just going to use about 3/4 pound. It's too much otherwise for us. I'm also putting in the tofu puffs. Okay. And we're just going to let this simmer for about 5 minutes. I also boiled some eggs today. Dude's family prefers them hard-boiled. We prefer them kind of medium soft. They're kind of fudgy still in the middle. And you want an egg per person. And you can see that they're a bit fudgy on the inside instead of hard-boiled. Okay, it's been about 3 to 5 minutes. Now the fish balls, you can tell that they're done because they're a little bit bigger. They're all floating to the top. And the tofu pockets just needed to be heated through. And you can kind of squish them down a little bit so that it will fill with the soup. You can also use calamari rings in here, other shellfish if you like, but I'm just using the prawns and the fish balls today. And we're going to turn this off. Okay, I'm going to dig out the fish balls. They're easy to find because they're right on top. Right, so what we like to do as a family is just have all of the ingredients kind of assembled at the table, and then everyone can put whatever they want into their bowl, but we like to have a little bit of everything. So I'll show you what we put in our bowl. Some bean sprout, some cucumber, some shrimp or prawns, whatever you're using, and fish balls. And a little bit of cilantro. And the soup. And don't forget about the tofu puffs. And then you just want to ladle the soup over all the ingredients. And you mustn't forget the lime. Are you all ready for?
Woo! Taste. Gotta get some lime in there. So I'm gonna squeeze this. Sometimes the limes are juicy, and in this case, it's okay. Gotta squeeze a little bit harder. And these tofu puffs, I've always had a love-hate relationship with them because they are indeed the perfect delivery system for flavor. But they're also dangerous because said flavor in there includes lava hot soup with chili oil that can take you out. So here's a word of caution: when you bite into them, beware when you put in your mouth and you chew down, there's going to be that squishing out of that soup. And you don't want to have a lot of conversation while eating this laksa because the chili oil can go down the wrong pipe, and then there's a choking hazard, guys. I'm gonna start with this. And you don't want to take that half bite of that tofu puff because it's gonna squeeze out and get all over someone's face, and you don't want that, unless you do want that. The vermicelli is sometimes a bit of a challenge to try to work in that perfect bite, but I'm gonna try to get a little bit of everything in there, but maybe not. It's gonna be hard. Prawn, some egg, cucumber, and ample amount of broth in there. Just gonna get in there. Wow. What I absolutely love about laksa, aside from it's like, you know, for me, it's my official motherland Malaysian dish, is that there are so many textures and flavors going on here. Yes, you got the soup that envelops everything, but you got the fish ball and the shrimp, the prawn. You got the different proteins that you do choose to put in there. You get the freshness of the cucumber and the bean sprouts. And it all comes together in this mouthfeel that is amazing. Guys, you gotta try this.
All right, thanks, dude. If you have anyone who doesn't like the spiciness of the soup, or you've got younger kids who can't take the spiciness, what you can do is also dilute the soup some more with chicken broth on the side. So you have the main soup that everyone's gonna eat, and then the ones who want it to be more diluted have some chicken broth on the side. This whole meal can be done in less than 45 minutes, like maybe even 30 if you can prep all of your ingredients quickly. And it's like so much better than instant noodle, guys. I love instant noodle, but I love laksa so much more. This recipe is in my first cookbook, which is the Instant Pot Recipe Collection. And it's done in the Instant Pot in that book, but again, you can do it easily on the stovetop. And my new cookbook, Chinese Home Style, is available on Kindle right now. We are still waiting for the proof to come in for the paperback. As soon as that's approved, it will be available also on Amazon. In the meantime, for more recipes just like this one, check it out, and I will see you over there.